I owe over $200,000 in student loans, and I'm still trying to buy a house. In this video, I want to walk you through how I ended up with that much debt, what my actual cash flow looks like right now, my income, my bills, my spending, and how I'm trying to move forward without pretending everything is perfect, because it's not. If you're in debt or just curious how someone with this much student loans is even thinking about a house, this video is for you. My name is Michael Mitchell, and I'm a school psychologist, and I make around $60,000 to $70,000 a year before taxes. I live in Idaho. I've got a family, real bills, and a very real dream of owning a home one day. On this channel, I've been sharing some short videos of my daily spending while I try to save for a house and figure out what to do with my student loans. But today, I want to slow down and actually tell the full story. So how did I end up with $200,000 in student loans? For me, it started with my undergrad. I went to a local 4-year university, and like a lot of people, I don't have a pile of cash waiting for me. I took out loans for tuition, books, and honestly, some living expenses too. At that point, the numbers didn't feel real. It was just sign here, pay it back later. After that, I went to get my master's from Idaho State University, and I got my EDS degree from Barry University in school psychology in Miami Shores, Florida. That meant more years in school, higher tuition, and not a lot of time to work full time. I knew I was investing in a career I care about, but the costs stacked up fast. By the time I finished all my schooling, my total balance was already huge. I also made some choices that weren't perfect, just like everybody else. There were semesters where I took out a little more for living expenses than I should have. I thought future me will make money and I'll figure it out then. Fast forward to today, and my total student loan balance is about $200,000. Now, let's talk about my actual cash flow. Right now, after taxes, I take home about $5,300 per month. That's what I have to work with. That's my ammo that I can use. Let's talk about my monthly cash flow and expenses. With my $5,300 of my budget, and I get maybe about $140 in some other income, whether my wife is babysitting or just anything extra that comes along. We'll say that my monthly income is about $5,440. Right now, I am blessed. I don't pay any rent or utilities because I live with my parents right now. No shame in that, absolutely, because that's what you have to do to survive sometimes. But that is going to change very, very soon. My internet and my phone bill that I pay, mostly phones, is about $100 per month. Car payment and insurance, I pay about $800 a month. And you're gonna say, wow, that should be lower. But this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pay off my car loan before I have to move out and live on my own. So my car loan will be zero soon, and then I'll have to have that money go to rent. Gas is about $60. Groceries about $450. Eating out, every Friday we go out and we eat. Maybe it's Chipotle, maybe it's a Korean barbecue, what I recently did. But every Friday we go out and we eat with the family. And it's about $20, and it's not too much. Subscriptions, I have about $40 of subscriptions. It's not too much. And right now I'm saving about $2,000 a month for a house. That's $2,000 that I can use as a down payment or for closing costs or for my monthly mortgage payments as well. Extra debt. Unfortunately, in the last year, I've had a lot of health concerns, and I had to go in for surgery a couple times for some issues that I had, whether it be my gallbladder. I had an issue with a GI thing that was going on. I also had some other things going on. Dental bills racked up as well. Things happen. There's things that you can't expect that are going to happen to you, but life comes at you and you just have to be ready. You have to have that emergency fund to kind of battle those things that come around, because those things do come around. Having that net to catch those things that happen to you is something that I am still working on, but it's something that we all should do. Total expenses right now that I have, including the savings and the extra debt payments, is about $4,530 a month. That usually leaves me with about $900 to $1,000 each month to divide between extra debt payments, saving for a house, and just life. Eating out sometimes when you just don't have the energy to do anything else. Kids stuff. I have 2 kids right now. They do things all the time, whether it be kids plays, signing up for soccer, buying them new shoes, buying them clothes, giving them lunch money that they use every single day. Things just happen. With those $900 to $1,000 that are left over each month, I use those for any of the extra stuff that comes around that you just can't plan for in life. Right now, my student loans are on a forbearance, which means my required payment, which would be about $2,200 a month, is zero right now. So I'm in a weird place right now. Technically, I don't have to pay at all for my student loans, but the balance is still there, and I know it's not going to magically disappear. So what's the plan right now? Am I trying to pay off all $200,000 first and then think about a house? Not exactly. Right now, my priorities look something like this. Number 1, keep my basic bills covered and avoid going into more debt. Number 2, I'm going to slowly build up some savings, an emergency fund, so no surprises destroy everything that I've worked towards in saving. Number 3, putting aside money for a future down payment, even if it's small at first. The thing with houses, obviously, I don't need to save $470,000 for a house altogether, even though that would be nice. I'm planning for about 20% of the actual payment of a house, which would be north of $80,000. And I know there's going to be closing costs as well. That's what I'm working towards. I know that I can get a down payment lower than that, but my monthly payment would still be higher than my monthly income. So I'm working at a higher down payment so I can get a lower monthly mortgage payment. And then I'm going to make the smartest decisions I can about my student loan based on the options I have, whether that's income-driven repayment plans, potential forgiveness long-term, or putting extra money towards them when I can. I'm not here pretending I've cracked some secret system. I'm still figuring this out in real time. This is why I'm partly making these videos, to keep myself accountable to what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm balancing big debt, real life, and long-term goals like home ownership. The reason I'm making this channel and posting my daily spending, grocery trips, gas receipts, all of it is because I don't see a lot of people showing the middle part of getting a house, going from extreme debt to getting a house, showing that middle part. There are people who are totally debt-free and buying houses with cash, and there are people who are drowning and feel stuck. I'm somewhere in between, a regular person with a job I care about, a family, and $200,000 of student loans, and this hope that I can still build something. So if you want to follow along and track my spending with me, keep me accountable, share my budget, and try to move towards a house without ignoring the debt, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and maybe even share your own situation. Whether you're ahead of me, behind me, or right in the same place, I'd love to build a little corner of the internet where we can be honest about money and still root for each other. Thanks for watching this longer video and letting me explain who I am and share my story. I'll be back with more of the daily shorts, Costco trips, and real numbers, and see you in the next one.